Well, world, it is Thursday, January 12th, 2023. Looking out the window at Defiance, it's kind of overcast, and I think it's supposed to be kind of a rainy, hazy day, although a little warmer than normal. I think we're getting some cooler temperatures later in the week. The devotion for today is entitled Gentle Does Not Equal Weak by Quinn Caldwell. Quinn bases the devotion upon Isaiah chapter 42, verses 1 through 3, New Revised Standard Version. Here is my servant, whom I uphold. He will not cry or lift up his voice or make it heard in the street. A bruised reed he will not break, and a dimly burning wick he will not quench. He will faithfully bring forth justice. And then Quinn writes, to me, one of the mysteries of faith is how the Messiah is going to manage to do much of anything while being this gentle. To move so slowly and carefully that you don't even generate enough wind to puff out a guttering candle? How could you possibly affect any change at all to anything if you have so little effect on the world around you? How in the world can somebody that's not even generating a tailwind bring down the powerful from their thrones? Is this servant just really accurate, super laser focused? Maybe they can take the strongest down a few notches while being careful of the weakest. Maybe the Messiah is a justice sniper. Or maybe I'm thinking about the wrong kind of justice. Maybe it's not about swift punishment, but a careful distribution of what the world needs. Maybe God's justice isn't the kind that pushes and pulls and extinguishes and knocks things around. Maybe God's justice doesn't break bruised reeds not because it's weak, but because its strength lies otherwhere than in force, in healing, in growth, in repair. Maybe it doesn't extinguish guttering lights because it's not blowing around the room, but welling up from within. Maybe it doesn't knock the powerful from their thrones so much as it convinces them to climb down on their own. In Quinn's prayer, whatever your justice is, however the mystery works, thank you. And please hurry. Amen. This devotion brings a lot of things to mind, I think, and one of which is that there's so much urgent need in the world, and we need change so desperately. There's so many issues in which attention needs to be paid, and it seems like the louder we scream and yell and push, the more resistance we get. And maybe that's part of the issue. I don't really know. I mean, I think some things require a really strong message, but not always and not all the time, I think. It's a fine line, especially being a pastor. I mean, there are times you need to swing a sledgehammer, and there are times you need to have a set of diamond-cutting chisels and hammers with gentle, easy strokes. And it's really hard to discern when each of them is required. And sometimes both of them are required. I think it's also an issue sometimes when ministers first come out of seminaries, they're all fired up, and they see the tremendous need in the world, and it seems so overwhelming. And so they want to react in a way that brings immediate response. And sometimes, and I was guilty of this too, I think, sometimes still being so brutally honest that people shut down and don't even listen. And that's a problem too. So I think it's the long game. Keep working, keep trying. Things will change eventually. Yeah, I guess I'm reminded of the power of water and how it changes rock and soil just through slow, continuous, deliberate action. So anyway, I hope that gives you some things to think about. I don't know if I'll get to a devotional either Friday or Saturday, but I hope you'll join us on Sunday for worship at about 10:15 or so. We start playing some music, and about 10:27 announcements and worship immediately follows. And it's in person or live on Facebook Live. if you want to live stream from your home. Still have to watch the coronavirus because I understand Defiance County has now increased in the number of cases. So we still have to be careful. The newest variant is highly contagious, but I understand it's not as virulent. Doesn't affect people as badly, but still be careful, especially if you've not been vaccinated. Be very careful. Hope you have a good day and hope to talk to you soon.